electric because he captured his maiden European Tour title with a 2-stroke win in the British Masters at Woburn. The 21-year-old was tied for the lead going into the final day, but Søren Kjeldsen and Fabrizio Zanotti picked up 3 shots to lead by 2 at halfway, and the newly crowned champion spoke to Chris Latcham about his eventful final round.
I was a little bit frustrated, I'm not going to lie, but I just needed to keep focused and just take my time and not try and force anything really, and that's what we did, and it worked out great in the end, obviously.
One of your main targets was to play in all of the majors next year. We think that you're up to around about 60 in the world, so still got a little bit of work to do, but yeah, you're more than halfway there.
Yeah, just going to see how each week goes now and keep climbing up the rankings. Obviously it's not going to be easy, but we'll just see how it goes really.
And a final question, what targets do you set yourself now?
Win the next time I play. Yeah, I mean, just like I say, just keep climbing up the world rankings. I'm nowhere near number 1 or anything like that, so it's just get as high as possible.
Matthew Fitzpatrick there in his maiden title. Well, we are in what is becoming a very boisterous and rowdy Cardiff City here in Wales as the Irish fans stream out of the Millennium Stadium. Dusk and darkness is falling on the Welsh capital. Ireland fans and the team, no doubt, celebrating that 24-9 win over France, the final group stage, and all importantly, it means that Ireland avoid New Zealand in the quarter-finals. France will have to play the defending champions in New Zealand. Ireland will play Argentina. Still a tough ask. Some of the fans are milling out, and I have one gentleman here in front of me, an Ireland fan. Tommy, firstly, what's your name and where have you come from to watch this match?
Sure. I'm Dara Quinn and I'm from Ballina in County Mayo, and I'm delighted to be here at one of those epic days of our lives. Ireland team today produced the goods. I mean, they performed out of their skin, and we're all so proud of the performance of all 23 guys who took the pitch, the coaches, the management, the fans. The atmosphere inside that stadium today was just electric. It was incredible.
You must have been worried when Paul O'Connell and Jonathan Sexton went off in the first half. You know, when you look at the terms of global rugby, they're the likes of Richie McCaw and Dan Carter for, New Zealand in terms of their impact on the team.
Yeah, they're right up there with the best in the world, but thankfully we have substitutes to come in. I mean, the likes of Madigan came in there. Ian Henderson played out of his skin. I mean, he really lifted the team. One stage he picked up Mr. Pickamos and he drove him back nearly 20 metres, and that typified the spirit of that Irish team today. From 1 to 23, every one of them, they played with their hearts, they played with intelligence, and they really drove all over the French. And we're up there at the reckoning with the best of them, and hopefully we'll be there at the end of it all.
And Irish fans haven't traditionally had happy times at the Rugby World Cups. Ireland have been known to be a bit chokers, but do you think they're a different team with Joe Schmidt at the helm? Do you sense a difference in terms of previous campaigns?
Yeah, I think certainly we have a more astute coach. I think we have a great management team. We have a great squad of players there, and as all 23 today contributed, and there's another 10 or 12 guys in the wings, all of whom are ready to step into the breach. And fine, we may be without other players such as O'Connell and Sexton in future matches, but we have a quality backup to come into that team, and hopefully they'll stand to produce the goods for Ireland. Hopefully roll on. Argentina will be up there to give them a whipping.
Can you go all the way?
Please God. Looking forward to it.
Well, the best of luck, well done, and enjoy the celebrations here in Cardiff. I'm sure my microphone is picking up all that singing as they're coming out. They're singing The Fields of Athenry, which is a rugby song that the Irish fans sing. Well, there's a lot of Euro 2016 qualifying going on. Steve Crossman is in the studio and across it all. Steve, what's the latest?
Well, Sarah, I can hear that the atmosphere in Cardiff is something special, but I can think of one city that might have it beaten right now. What must the scene be like in Tirana, the capital of Albania? Albania have just reached, in the last few minutes, their first ever major football tournament. They've beaten Armenia 3-0 away from home. I've put together my top 5, Sarah. Are you ready for this? This is of Euro qualifiers, the surprise qualifiers. Albania are in at number 1, Northern Ireland, Iceland, Austria and Wales. They will all be at Euro 2016 in France. What great stories for those nations.
Wow, indeed, Steve. And also, I understand, a win for Greece.
Do you know what? Greece won't be there. They were never going to be there. They hadn't won a single game in qualifying. We all know what horrible financial difficulties that country is going through. If any nation deserved a big result in a football match, it's Greece, and they've got it in probably the best game in the entirety of the qualifying campaign. They were trailing, Sarah, 3-2